we can finally transfer our Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Home and then into Sword and Shield. That's amazing, right? No, it's terrible.
Butterfree, go!
Yo, whoa, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video today, and today I'm gonna break it all down for you guys on how to use the new Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home transporter, be able to transfer your Pokemon, your shinies, your legendaries, and everything in between. We're gonna talk about how to get Gigantamax Melmetal as well, and give my thoughts on this new feature that we've been waiting for since pretty much like January for a very long time. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Get those notifications turned on. YouTube tells me about 50% of you guys are not subscribed, and it's free to subscribe, so what are we waiting for? Make sure you guys do that right now. But without further ado, let's talk Pokemon Home, Pokemon Go, and everything in between. Okay, first things first, this feature is only rolled out currently to people who have level 40 in Pokemon Go. I do not, because I'm a slacker, but I can still break it down for you guys and give you the rundown. Basically, you have to have the same Nintendo account set up, and in Pokemon Go, you go to your options in the top corner, you go to your settings, and there's an option for Pokemon Home, and then you can go through the transportation feature there. It's pretty straightforward. Once you have level 40, it's not all that difficult. But here's the issue. There is a limitation to how much you can transport in any given time. So you can do one transport, which is like 10,000 energy or whatever, and then it takes a week. I said a week to refill that energy again, or you can so generously pay 1,000 coins, which is about 10 bucks, to be able to transfer another Pokemon. Yeah, I didn't stutter. You have to pay $10 to transfer a Pokemon. This has to be one of the biggest cash grabs, one of the biggest fumbles that I've ever seen from the Pokemon Company. No one is happy about this under any circumstances, and it's actually a complete utter ripoff. And let me explain why. First thing, again, raid passes cost money. So to get most of these shiny legendaries, to get most of these Pokemon, I just realized my banner fell down. So to get most of these Pokemon and to get most of these legendaries and these shinies, you actually have to pay or get raid passes to do the raids in the first place. So you're already paying there, and now they're telling us we gotta pay basically to transfer Pokemon to the game or wait a week. Now I wanna remind you that if you have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee and you have a Pokemon that's in that dex, you can just transfer it for free. So now we gotta pay money to transfer from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Home. So we took to Twitter, we got some opinions here. We got, let's see here. We got Hoodlum Callum, who says they're charging $10 or 7 days to transfer one of my shiny legendary Pokemon, which I spent God who knows how much money on raid passes over to Pokemon Home. I already have it, so now I gotta own it or it's stuck in Home. Just take the feature back, we don't want it. Joe Merrick says, I'm generally a positive person. I try to look for the good in things above all else. But the mechanisms behind this are 100% behind making a profit behind the user experience. I don't care whether it's Niantic or Pokemon Company behind it. It is wrong. Oh my goodness. People laying down the hammer on this new feature, and for good reason. It's a little bit ridiculous, right? We already pay for Pokemon Home for the extended features, right? We already paid for Pokemon Sword and Shield. People, in theory, paid a lot of the time to get these Pokemon in the first place in Pokemon Go, and now you're telling us we have to pay to transfer them into Pokemon Sword and Shield. This is actually mind-blowing. I cannot believe it. Again, the feature's out for level 40 people right now. You could try it out yourselves. It's pretty easy to do, but I just can't believe they locked it behind this paywall. My advice, don't pay any money yet. They're most likely gonna change it. I think there's gonna be enough backlash from the community about this that they're gonna have to revert it. They're gonna cut the time in half. They're gonna cut the cost in half. They're gonna have to do something because people are not thrilled about this situation. A couple other things to note that are really cool. Alolan Ninetales, if you transfer it, can actually have Ember, which is a fire type move. That's a move that I previously wouldn't be able to learn. This is a glitch. It may get fixed at some point in time, but you can transfer Pokemon Go to Home, get that Kanto Ninetales, it'll turn to the Alolan Ninetales, and you'll have Ember on it, which is kind of funny. So the Song of Fire and Ice, I suppose, but you can get, you know, a fire move on your Ninetales. Who knows what's gonna happen with that, the legality of that, but I thought that was an interesting thing to note, interesting tidbit there. Once you've actually transferred a Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home for the first time, you'll actually receive a special gift, a Gigantamax Melmetal. Now this Gigantamax Melmetal is the only way you can do it. You can't actually give the Max Soup to a regular Melmetal, you have to get it through this way. So by simply doing that, you'll actually get the kind of the reward through the Pokemon Home app, and it'll allow you to get that Gigantamax Melmetal. Now, Reversal pointed out, and I want to mention this to you guys, you cannot get a shiny Gigantamax Melmetal. That's impossible at this point in time. To the best of our knowledge, this Melmetal comes in, we believe it to be shiny locked. You can get a Gigantamax Melmetal, which you can use in competitive or whatever you want to use it for, friends, or have it follow you, or whatever it is. Which, again, you could previously have had Melmetal and shiny Melmetal, just not a Gigantamax one. Now we can officially get the Gigantamax one, which is available now. Some other things that I think are worth mentioning are through the Pokemon Home transfers. When you transfer in certain Pokemon like Castform, they'll revert to their normal forms. Sunshine Cherrim will revert to regular form. Giratina Origin will go to the altered form. Some of the Darmanitans will stay in their various forms, like the Galarian version. Meloetta, if it's Pierrette, will go to the Aria form. The Genesects will all be normal. And you can't actually transfer a lot of Pokemon. You can't transfer Spinda, obviously. You can't transfer Mewtwo. Or Armored Mewtwo, rather. Any of the Hat Pokemon. Cerebi has a full page that breaks it down, but like, there's a lot of things. You can't have like the clone versions, the sunglass versions, the Hat Pokemon, all that stuff. I mean, just all the special event stuff cannot be transferred into Pokemon Home, and thus cannot be transferred into Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I don't think is a surprise to anybody. I think we kind of all expected that and figured that that was going to be kind of how the functionality worked. You weren't going to be able to do all that. So nevertheless, that's that. Everything else is free game. There's some really cool Pokemon you can transfer in, like Shiny Genesect is one that I think, I know for me, is something that I'm looking forward to transferring in. Handful of other Shiny Legendaries, a lot of Community Day Pokemon. It's going to put a big influx of Pokemon into Pokemon Sword and Shield, at least shiny ones. But again, because of this cost limitation, because of the time limitation, it's really gonna slow people's plans down. So I'll be honest, I've been pretty outspoken as of late about my opinions about Pokemon Go and how they handled Mega Evolutions, which, if you didn't know, I'm not a big fan of. So much to the point where I've actually really kind of stopped playing Pokemon Go. I don't hate Niantic, nor do I hate the makers of Pokemon Go or Pokemon in general, but I just really felt like the Mega system was a bit much for me. They rolled back all those bonuses they provided for COVID-19, like the extra incenses and things like that. They said, oh, the pandemic is over, when it's actually the worst it's been pretty much around where we're at. So it's just like, what kind of decisions are they making here? And you know, who made the decision that it was okay to charge $10 to transfer one single Pokemon that we already have? Like, that's not what the Pokemon franchise is about. That's not what it should be about. It's just, it goes against the entire franchise, in my opinion. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little frustrated about it. I think it was kind of a miss on their end, but I do believe that they will backtrack. I do. I genuinely believe there's enough backlash, enough negativity from the community. And I'm not saying go attack people, right? Like, don't attack them, but just say, hey, listen, this is not what it should be. This is a bit unfair, and hopefully they'll make the changes. I think they will. I think they'll revert back before it rolls out to everybody, because I'm sure it's going to be a rollout once I don't think it's going to be kept to level 40. I would imagine they're going to roll it out for everybody, but again, I think they're going to reduce some of those costs. They're going to make it a little bit more accessible for people, and hopefully we'll have a better experience when all is said and done. But there's your rundown on how to get Gigantamax Melmetal, get your Pokemon transfer from Pokemon Go, Pokemon Home, and beyond. And again, don't get too excited, because the feature's kind of right now. It's kind of a big thumbs down from me, dog. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely check out this one right here. Otherwise, this video is pretty awesome. You should check out one of these videos. Otherwise, Pokemon Go is gonna double the price next time.